middle of the 19th century will be remembered also by the few big fires which destroys the core of the town. They will swallow the very last timber-made shops and the bazaar-acquired massive building shops and stores that sometimes even had 2 floors, which were a result of the economy power of the bourgeoisie, which was the generator of the national awakening. The storehouses were the centers of the import of Bitola. The various goods were imported and brought here. The trade caravans were unloaded here, and vivid trade exists for centuries. In this authentically preserved ambient, today many cultural and social events take place. They brought back the life and temper of the facility, covered by the smell of the magnolia tree. The morning in this town will wish you welcome by the church bells of the Church St. Demetrius, which bells the morning prayer of the Orthodox believers. Those bells will invite you to the wedding, to the baptism, to the funeral, and also to the everyday church service. The biggest church in Bitola, the Church of St. Demetrius, is the cathedral church, constructed as a 3-aisle pseudo-basilica with a closed porch and galleries above, constructed in 1830. The church was built from the resources of Bitola guilds and rich citizens, as well as by the voluntary work of many Bitola citizens. Its outward appearance is very modest. For the artistic impression to be encircled contributes its magnificent interior, marked by the great iconostasis executed in bas-relief wood carving, a masterpiece of the most distinguished masters of that time, the rich gallery of icons, church furniture, and religious service objects with notable memorial features. If once the rustling of the satin and silk could be heard here, today the voices of the shoppers and visitors resound who are here to walk around their intention as their wishes. After the demolition of the shops, which for the decades exist in its very vicinity, this covered market exists as a lonely monument of the forgone market with more than 600 shops. The original covered market was built by the end of the 15th century, but it was rebuilt on 2 occasions up to the beginning of the 20th century, and for its monumentality and function, it is justifiably called a fortress. Today, this fortress hides many challenges for those who come to buy a part from the past of this facility. If you open the Siathama book of Evliya Chalabi, then you will find that Bitola was a town with quite well-developed bazaar with more than 900 shops. This bazaar was also mentioned by the emissary from Led, Bernard, Crusader William Tier, Turkish traveler writers Haji Kalfa and Ami Bue. By the Kadi inscriptions, we find out that the guild organization of the craftsmen was established in 17th century. On such small place, the sense of the East and the West could be felt. Remarkable were the influence of the import, but also the smell of the Orient, which could be felt as a tiny thread even today through the air. Venice, Trieste, Vienna, Marseille, Leipzig, Paris. On the other side, there are Thessaloniki, Constantinople, Alexandria, Sofia, passes by each other on the narrow streets of the old bazaar. Masters, assistants, customers. Some of them forge wishes, other creates craftsmanship, but all together they wave the folder of the time since the ancient times till today.